I no longer have a womb, all thanks to my supposed father in law. Hmm. Let's get into this one. Some years ago, while I was still in 200 level at the university, I met this handsome, very caring, and everything a woman would dream of sugar daddy man. He took care of me, he was there for me. I never lacked anything while I was still at the university. This relationship continued for a very long time. He always come into town once in a while, and sometimes he always come into town just because of me. All my friends were envious of me because he was a dream man for every woman, though we all knew he was a married man and a sugar daddy at that. As the relationship progresses, I got pregnant for him and I aborted it without him knowing. Then I got pregnant again and I told him, and he said the obvious, yes, get an abortion, which I did. Again, the third time I got pregnant and he also asked me to abort it, but then I became skeptical because that would make it the third abortion I would be doing for him. So I went to the hospital to do an abortion and I was told it could be complicated or dangerous. I was advised to keep the pregnancy, but he told me that if I ever decide to keep the pregnancy, I should never ever contact him again. And I didn't want to lose him, so I have to still go ahead to get the abortion done. Few weeks after the abortion, he sent me a message saying that he's no longer interested in the relationship, that he knew he was hurting his wife and he wants to concentrate on his family. He sent me some money and asked me never to contact him again. At first, it was difficult, but I have to just live with it. After all, I knew from the beginning that he was a married man and he was way, way older than me, almost older than my father, if not actually older than my father. After school, during my NYC, I met this handsome looking guy. He has everything I've ever wanted in a man. I knew he was serious and he wanted to marry me. But if there is something that was constantly ringing on my head was the fact that the guy was insisting that I must get pregnant before we could do any marriage right. I wasn't afraid because I knew I have been pregnant in the past, so that wasn't really a problem. But as time went by, I noticed that I was not getting pregnant. So I went to the hospital to do a test. I was told that my womb was damaged during an abortion. I cried, I couldn't believe it. I tried contact the man. He asked me never to contact him again and he blocked me from all social media and everywhere. I have no any other means of reaching out to him. So I have to move on. And I stylishly ended the relationship with this guy because I knew he has made his points clear from the beginning that I need to be pregnant before he could move on with anything. So I ended the relationship. I move on. After my NYC, I relocated to Lagos. After some years, I met and this guy who is really serious and he has met my people. I've introduced him to every other person that is related to me and he wants to get married to me. So it's now time for me to meet his parents. So he took me to his family house and I when we got there, I was shocked to see that my sugar daddy while I was in school happens to be his father. The moment the man saw me, everything changed. He went upstairs without even attending to us and he called his son in. Few minutes later, they all came back smiling and pretending that everything was fine and all that. So we do just the normal thing. And at the end of the day, we left the house. So after the guy dropped me off at my place, I knew things were going to turn around for the worse because this man knew everything about me. Few minutes later, he sent me a text saying that why am I so heartless? Why did I deceive him? Why did I lie to him? After knowing that I could no longer give birth to children, I still deceived him and I wanted to trap him. So I knew his father has told him that aspect. What I did not know was if the father has told him that he was responsible for what happened to me. Now the guy has blocked me. I could no longer reach him. I tried go to his place. The gate man won't let me in. I guess he has instructed him not to allow me into the house anymore. What should I do? Should I go to their house also and report the issue to his mom and tell the mother everything that has happened, or wait until the guy unblock me and I tell him that his dad was responsible for whatever it is that has happened to me? Hmm. Guys, this is a serious one. What will you do in this situation? First, okay, let even assume that you did not have complication with your womb or your womb is not damaged and all that. every guy will find it difficult to marry or have an affair with a person you know was once a side chick to your dad. How will you even take it knowing fully well that my wife was once a side chick to my dad? That's would be very, very hard for any guy to swallow. But what do I know? Guys, what do you think? What's your advice to her? Do you think she should, go to the mom and tell the woman everything that has happened, or she should just move on? Having in mind that this girl we're talking about right now, or this lady we're talking about right now, will not and will never be able to have children of her own. If you are the girl, what will you do? And if you are the guy, what will you do? Or do you think that the dad has told the boy that, okay, yes, she was once my side chick and all that? Do you think the dad say that to her, to him, brother? Anyway, she will be on the comment section listening to you, to whatever advice you have to give to her.